Yes, everything is in one.
Brightmost Radio. Express, exhibit, and explore.
Bashewo, Odiyato, Brightmost Media City, all in one in all.
Madeira, Manchester, Madrid, Turin, and Manchester again.
The sound of the game is the heartbeat of the players. Either you win, lose, or draw. It is the rule of the game.
Balotelli, Aguero!
Right from football, Formula One, tennis, basketball, boxing, and all other sport news, either local or foreign 10.
Really good ball, it's Shabalala! Goal, Bafana!
Join Kenny Adedire, the Crown on Prem Sport every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to take you around the world of sports with our latest news updates, transfers, and unbiased analysis, interviews, and exciting moments on sport. Prem Sports, let's go!
Beautiful morning to you around this World of Sport. This morning again, it's another day, another moment to go around the World of Sport to talk about the updates coming from the World of Sport. How are you feeling this morning? Another Friday to celebrate the World of Sport. Yesterday, it was a moment of joy. It was a moment of celebration. It was a day of joy for all the Nigerian fans, especially for the women's side. So to say, Nigeria defeated the host country yesterday by 3-2. What a comeback for the Nigerian Super Falcons. And then it was a call for celebration this morning because none of us we wrote them off because the host country we decided maybe we think that they can proceed to the final to the next stage, not the final. So, and they shot the critics yesterday by defeating the host country by 3-2. And then Agbabola Ashita Shuala was on target yesterday, coming from bench to give Nigeria a goal yesterday. And then we have a lot to celebrate this morning because in the world of transfer, things are moving up in the world of transfer because Chelsea, also the third bid, was rejected by Brighton and Fabian for Moses Caicedo. So to say, a lot of things is moving up in the air, and then we shall celebrate the ongoing FIFA Women's World Cup right there in Australia and the New Zealand. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you listen to me. It's Kenny. This is Kenny Adedire on Prime Sports with Kenny Adedire, and this is Primus Radio where you enjoy the Prime Sport this morning. So to say, let's go there on behalf of the manager Istrad Babalola, that's the radio manager, and the chairman of Primus Media City, Afuda Same, using this medium to welcome aboard another edition. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, I have fun here. So thank you. Let's go there. Let's celebrate the updates coming from the world of sports. How are you feeling this morning? Okay, picking it from the update coming from the FIFA Women's World Cup, the game that happened yesterday and earlier this morning, the game also happened where we see South Africa ended in a 2-2 draw against the Argentina female. So to say, looking at the game that happened yesterday, Nigeria stunned co-host Australia at the Women's World Cup on Thursday, and a famous 3-2 comeback victory. So Emily Van Egmond sent the home fans into the Delirious home just before the interval, tapping home a sweeping move to give Australia the lead, with the stadium bouncing as the Australian fans celebrated. Uche Nakalu delivered the first soccer punch to deepen the mood of the Brisbane Stadium, somehow managing to scrabble some of the scramble cross score to Nigeria first goal for the tournament in 2019 tournament. So in the second half, a close range header from Austin Nachin or Haile and Asisat Oshuala finished from the tight angle, extended Nigeria lead by scoring. Oshuala became the first Africa player to score at the 3 Women's World Cup in the FIFA Women's World Cup. And though in the 10 minutes to end the game, Alena Kennedy did score the goal to add the time to give Australia the late hope. So Nigeria head for the memorable victory to send the Super Falcons top of the Group B in the FIFA Women's World Cup. So the result means Nigeria has a point lead going into the final group games against already eliminated Ireland, while Australia will face a must-win match against Canada, sitting a point behind the Olympic champion. So looking at what she said yesterday, I'm so proud of myself, said Nigeria by the coach Radi Wadrom. I told them after the match, nobody believed us except us. We had the belief together we can accomplish great things, and they did that on the pitch. So looking at the game also, we have another game that happened there yesterday in the FIFA Women's World Cup. Also, Portugal beat Vietnam by 2-0 early on Thursday morning to 10 to the 2 goals from the 21 minutes of the game, and the country first Women's World Cup win and came against Francisco Neto, changed 7 of the 11 starters from the opening loss to Netherlands. However, the US need Vietnam to keep the Netherlands close if it doesn't get a shock win. The main tiebreaker is a goal difference. If Netherlands bow out Vietnam, it can jump into the first even for the USM to beat Portugal by 1-0. Portugal, meanwhile, can advance to the knockout round with the win over US or a tie against UAWN team and the Vietnam win. And also, Nigeria also defeated, I said it earlier, those are the game. And earlier this morning, Argentina ended in a 2-2 draw, and the game between England and Denmark has already started. 10 minutes gone from 90 minutes, and England is currently leading by 1-0, and the goal is from James, that is Reece James. Not Reece James, but this is James. He scored the first goal for England against Denmark. Lauren James scored the first goal for England women in the game that is ongoing in the FIFA Women's World Cup. England is leading by 1-0. Okay, welcome back. As I said earlier, England is leading by 1-0, and so Lauren James gave the lead for England against Denmark in the FIFA Women's World Cup. But looking at the table right now, England is topping with 6 points, and Denmark is already on the second with 3 points in the FIFA Women's World Cup. That's the update coming from that side. As I said earlier, in the game that happened yesterday in the world of sport from the FIFA Women's World Cup, a lot is moving on. As I said, Argentina also drew the level against South Africa. South Africa took the lead with 2-0, and then Argentina came back to level the game on a 2-2 draw, which ended in a 2-2 draw apiece between Argentina and South Africa women. So looking at the table in which Argentina belong, but Sweden is topping with 1 match. Italy is second with 1 match. So both of them will be meeting tomorrow, Sweden and Italy. And then South Africa remain on the third with 1 point, and Argentina remain on the fourth with 1 point also. That's the update coming from that side in the Group G, where Argentina and South Africa belong. So to say, China against Haiti will be upcoming by 12 p.m. this afternoon. China against Haiti in the Group D, but currently England women is leading by 1-0 over Denmark. That's the result that happened in the world of sport in the course of the game in the FIFA Women's World Cup. So we saw the celebration coming from Asisat Oshuala, made the history as the first women Falcon player to score in 3 consecutive World Cup, knelt in the side 3 goals to victory 3-2 victory against Republic of Ireland, and then they'll be going up against Republic of Ireland on Thursday. So the Barcelona feminine forward was introduced in 64 minutes after passing a late fitness test. So Oshuala profited from the sloppy defender from the coast to score the Super Falcons' third goal in a thrilling encounter. So Oshuala scored a first World Cup goal for the Super Falcons in 3-3 draw against Sweden in 2015 edition, hosted by Canada. So the 20 years old was also on the target 4 years ago in 2-0 draw against South Korea in the FIBA Women's World Cup, and then she wrote her name in the sliver in the gold yesterday against Australia yesterday. So after the winning yesterday for the Nigerian Super Falcons, one of the Arsenal legend Ian Wright has said on the controversial ongoing pay tribute between the Nigerian women teams and the country football association. So the Super Falcons will not be paid for their tournament match bonuses following the announcement from the FIFA that all the players will receive around £15,760 for their participation in the group stages for the tournament. There was a set to separate payment from following each of the Nigerian group games against Canada, Australia and Ireland in addition to this. So the team have even threatened to go on strike for the first match of the competition against Canada, who also in the middle of the pay tribute and on the FA seeking equal and support with the men team. So to say, Ireland also